welcome back to Dragalia Lost, episode 67. So good news, at least for me and my twisted brain. So right now for work, I want to break, obviously. I'm reading one of the manuals for one of the codes that we use, and that's like 745 pages. However, the one that I'm going to be reading afterwards is 2,715 pages, so I'm really excited for that. Because I know what I'll be doing for the next month.
Now, back to our vacation.
Oh, this ain't good, we're surrounded. You put up more of a fight than I anticipated. Sadly for you, it's only a matter of time before I prevail. Chell, you can't be alright with this. What exactly are you trying to say? You want me to fight Murasaki, don't you? Oh dear, he's found us out. That's true. What possible use it for us to exhaust ourselves fighting here? I'm not telling you to cooperate with us, but it shouldn't be necessary for you to side with the other either. Oh no, it is quite necessary. What does that mean? I side with Murasaki because it is proper and just. How can you say that? However you may think about it, our people believe that Zyphreium is the legitimate heir to the throne. People standing in opposition to this rightful heir, the ones who have thrown the kingdom in chaos, are mere ragtag companions. The most cynical people would possibly place appearance of propriety above the actual thing. And yet, appearances are critical. After all, what catches the eye of the populace if not appearances? People rest easy and obey their ruler because of the appearance of legitimacy. This one is based on belief. You call yourself a ruler when you would steal this piece away from your own people. That's why you're falling in line with Murasaki? Indeed, and by some chance I am to become monarch, I will do it properly and have Zyphreium cede the throne to me. In that case, I have a proposal. Oh, this should be a delight. What do you have that could possibly interest moi? I'll defeat Murasaki, and as you say, that will likely make it look like I'm stealing the throne from Zyphreium. So after I do it, you can kill me. You'd kill the usurper of the throne, and in so doing would bring about the creation of a rightful monarch. This is a serious proposal, no reneging, no tricks. No tricks, I'll save Zyphreium and free the kingdom from the other's control. Once it happens, I don't particularly care who takes the throne. If that offer came from anyone else, I'd think it a clever ruse of some sort, but this one is so perfectly honest. You do, Chell. I decline your offer, brother. That being said, I have decided to seize control over the hotel in order to ensure the ultimate safety of my forces. So do I imagine I'll find small pockets of rebellion to keep me busy for a while. In fact, I'll probably be there just long enough for you and Leonidas to work out your differences one way or the other. Chell. Come, Ketsith, there will be never so much change if we can't force a quick surrender out of a hotel. It couldn't be more obvious if you tried. Thank you, Chell. That seems all we have to deal with now is Leonidas' army. Let's go. We have trouble, Your Highness. Leonidas' army approaches the Halidom. He's heading for the Halidom instead of fighting us. Yes, there's only the most minimal defenses at present. They won't stand a chance if he lays siege now. We have to intercept them. Leonidas. What is that, Alex? You look pale. Apologies, I was just thinking anew about his Leonidas. Alright, you used to serve under him. Yes, so I know there's a cold hard shot of the man. I have part unconcerned with the human cost of his actions. He would do anything to achieve his aims. He is also prideful in the extreme. He believes in might entirely and prides himself as a conqueror. Emperor or not, I don't believe for 1 second there he'd bend the knee to the other or anyone else. He has said that standing supreme astride the world meant one had to have the greatest power in that world. That was what he wanted. And I don't think that's untrue, but I also can't help but feel like there's something frantic, something hurried about his current behavior. How so? It's hard to explain, however, I feel this must be the reason he's falling in line with the other. If you could just find that reason, perhaps he could, apologies, Your Highness. Being very clear. Maybe you just want to help him. Help? No, why would I ever... It's not untrue that, for timeliness is my source of stability. That now is just another pawn from the sacrifice in service to your strategy. As it may, I don't know what would have become of me without him. I'm a debt that as clearly as I can put it right now. Forgive me, Your Highness. These are not words that should be bandied about regarding the enemy we seek to fight. Pray forget I mention it. It's okay, Alex. I've been having similar thoughts myself. Truly. I'm not convinced of my brother's methods, which is why we're about to cross swords. But that doesn't mean everything you just said isn't also true. Enos is a man of action, a man with the ironclad will to do the impossible, and I respect him. When my brother has even the slightest hesitation about his current path, I want to free him from it. That being said, I realize now is a pretty poor time to be considering such things. And I still can't give up my hope, so I don't think you need to either. Thank you, Your Highness. Alex, let's end this. Let's face my brother with the power of our combined hope. Damn it, man, it's all working. Okay, at this point, I can very clearly say that I'm glad that I played this. It's another Kingdom Hearts situation where at the very beginning I was like, I'm just doing this to do this, and now I'm like, I'm doing this because I actually enjoy the story, and I'm glad. Wait. It burns. Oh, there's a Phobos. Okay. While I still don't consider them to necessarily be a threat,
Now, back to our vacation.
it definitely says something that the main, like, fiend boss died before it barely even took any damage. I mean, we might as well try, right? In the former capital of Soliberia. Ah. Well, if it is my dearest of all brothers, the Unites and Fairies, what a coincidence to find both of you here. It really is. Since we're all together again, perhaps we might sit down for a little tete-a-tete? I can't imagine we'll have many such opportunities in the future. You know, that is a question that I've seen brought up, at least by, like, Vinesauce, about, like, accents and all that stuff. Like, you know, that's clearly French, but, like, how can there be a French, like, well, what's the origin of that in this universe, you know? And obviously the answer is why, you know, that's such a specific and niche thing for, like, so little benefits and no one will notice. But it's just an interesting thing, I guess. Very well. How unexpected. I thought you would reject the idea of a hand. I have things I would ask of you both, that's all there is to it. Well, sister, this meeting was your idea. What would you have us discuss? Well, won't we discuss my brother? For we certainly have a insubstantial number of issues on our plate of late. First of all, there is... Why, we've all sided with the other. Goodness me, I thought we might dance around the issue or engage in small talk first. By all means. That's the dragon in the room. Fine, then I'll start. Linus, I never imagined that you, of all people, would bend the knee to any master. I'm dying to know what your game is in all of this. And then perhaps you should have those little cats you're so proud of. Suss it out. Grumpiness does not become you, brother. Do you have a tummy ache, perhaps? What of you, Chell? I found myself far more curious in your own intentions. So many, but I'm especially fascinated by the governance of this new empire. Yes, it must be quite prolific to have some calling it the evil empire. One of the roles of authority is a redistribution of wealth, knowing how much you gather from whom, and then how to properly disperse it. Not change on the empire, the ratio is merely different. To be frank, quite surprised when I realized the capital was in as good of a state as it is. It is rather peaceful for the capital city of an evil empire. And there's a rub, Morazati takes much, but that only increases what can be given to those who stand to benefit. Suddenly normal political authority. I was up pondering if this was what we could expect from a nation under the control of the other. And yet in the countryside beyond the capital, poverty and want runs rampant. True, however, none of the citizens in the capital seem particularly broken up over it. This is the nature of avarice. Managing the desires of small folk is another matter of importance for a leader of the state. And Zethy has a sterling reputation in the capital, truly a most enviable position. Is your reason for siding with Morazati? Who knows, brother, though I do love hearing the adoring praise of the masses. That will never change, sister. Don't mock my growth, sir. I have seen much and learned much in the recent past. Linus here will confirm my motives to be pure. I have no idea. Ah, but you always were callous, brother, and your days gone by. Whenever I approach the two of you together, you call me nuisance and drove me hence. Not that I ever stopped you. I think on it, when was the last time the three of us spoke? My father was still with us. Man, speaking of father, another grim suspicion I'd like to share with you. Father, as I recall, witnessed a shadow in the castle's sacred shard. Thought I knew when to take its place, yes? I had as much. What of it? Perhaps there was nothing, but however, I'd never talk of shadows and shards until Father's trip to the binding room. Which makes you wonder why, of all the shards in the land, the shadow appeared in the castle's shard. Indeed, it should have been the last place such a thing would manifest. At least one would expect it to occur to the ones in binding ruins first. Well, dear Fairies, what do you think? Why are you asking me? Because I believe that you will be the most knowledgeable on the matter. It's true that I perform base research on the shards, but I fear I've learned nothing in particular note. Unfortunately, I'd rather hoped you would be able to shed light on the situation. My apologies for not living up to your expectations, sister. The two of you don't stop this roundabout cleverness and just ask straight questions, I fear I may go mad. Fairies, what's going on in your head? Surely you're not planning to yield to Morazati? My thing is, as I stated before, I have no interest in notions of good or evil. I'm just finding the path most efficacious for seeing my desires realized. And those desires are revolution, progress, perhaps you could even call it creation. One vague statement after the next. So you're trying to deceive us, my brother? It is not my intention to do so. I merely struggle with how best to convey my feelings in mere words. Then a more concrete question, what is your plan for the immediate future? Right now, I think I might like to obtain the aid of my sibling. Your sibling? Wait, no. Surely you must know what awaits you at the end of that path. I make my own way, nothing more. I would have you both do the same. Perhaps if the opportunity for our paths to converge once more arise, we might speak like this again. Is there a thing where Zethia is maybe not the 8th sibling, but in fact the 9th sibling? Or potentially she's the 8th and then there's a 9th sibling.
Off we go. Don't forget to enjoy every moment.
You youngsters.
Is that an ambush?
Me.
I apologize for the trouble. Radiant ball. Much appreciated. Thank you. I apologize for the trouble.
It's like you took 60 years away.
That's what I was worried about. Oh well, I can blame no one but myself.
Much appreciated. Thank you. I apologize for the trouble. Crystalline blade.
I love a walk in the summertime. I'll entertain you.
Oh wow. Oh yeah, some menace.
Much appreciated. Radiant bauble.
Soul
Thank
Estivo.
you. I apologize for the trouble.
Oh yeah, this is a challenge level, so that's why it's like this.
I love a walk in the summertime.
Sorry man, but I'm not interested in shrooms. Thank you for the offer though, I guess.
Crystalline, much appreciated.
Violet uproar. How tactful.
Alright, now to put my words where my mouth is.
To lose you, defy all reason. How tactful.
There's no boss here yet, huh?
Estivo. The mission proceeds smoothly, thanks to you.
You know what? I think the boss is a bunch of enemies.
Heavenly wings. I'll tear you apart.
Such artistry.
Perish. Soul Estivo.
Radiant bauble.
Yeah, okay. I made the right choice, clearly.
Now back to our vacation.
There has to be something to these cubes.
Are you quite ready to enjoy yourselves?
You will find me fully prepared. Thank you. I apologize.
They're way too obtuse to just be like, we just thought it'd be fun to put a cube in like each of the areas, EXs. That's a little mean. You have to worry about in the opposite direction.
Thank you. I apologize for the trouble.
No, that was very bad on my part.
I could have done with more restraint. I must revise my assessment.
Radiant bauble.
Violet uproar.
Blades. Mana. Sprinkle.
Angelic wings.
Thank you. I apologize for the trouble. Crystalline blades.
Still do this.
Radiant bauble.
Violet uproar. Angelic rays.
Is this my end?
Behold her authority. Perish.
Yeah.
Violet uproar. My sorcery is unparalleled. Let's judge the ends.
Be gone from my sight.
Ha, yeah. Ha, ha. Ha. Violet uproar. Yeah, ha, ha. Ha. Yeah, ha.
Please be enough in the circle.
Umbral assault.
I was not enough in the circle.
Me, is it? Ha. It's like you took 60 years away. Ha, yeah.
That didn't fucking last long, did it?
Umbral assault. Leave work undone.
If it wasn't for the way that she healed, like if she just threw orbs at my party, that'd be a lot better.
This is it for me, is
I
it?
fucking hate that I'm not getting.
I entrust the rest to you.
Crystalline blades. Radiant fall.
Thank you.
You know what? Why am I not rotating with it? Because I'm a fool. Oh, you know what? I am healing them by just tapping.
It's like you took 60 years away. Angelic wings. Thank you.
I should know better.
I see a weak point. Strike it. Violet upward. Angelic wings. Thank you.
You know what? I think I know how to play this character now.
Violet upward. Angelic wings.
Because Angelic Wings is healing.
It's like you took
Yeah, I think I'm actually going to change my character.
withdrawal would be the wisest course.
Because I think I understand how to play her. Like, I'll just, like, when my friends are low in health, because since it looks like she's actually throwing healing orbs now, I think I want to switch her.
I will oversee this battle personally.
Yes, you will.
The one the Templars are after. Don't tell me it's Leaf.
But anyways, that's going to be for this episode, though, so enjoy the city, you know what to do. Oh, boy. See ya.